you guys, so you loved my DIY self-serve ice cream, and if you haven't seen that video, I highly suggest you watch it. That way you kind of get an idea why this ice cream is so special and just different from other ice creams. And today I have 3 new flavors for you. A delicious strawberry soft serve made with fresh strawberries, a highly requested matcha ice cream. If you love matcha, you will love this one. And finally, something very special, a sour candy rainbow ice cream. All 3 are absolutely amazing, soft and pipeable straight out of the freezer. That being said, let's get started and let's make these. So we're going to start by making the strawberry soft serve, which I feel is the most popular one. So to a food processor or blender, you're going to add fresh strawberries, and we want to puree these really well. Now, we're going to make a strawberry reduction, a jam, a strawberry caramel, call it what you want. So to a saucepan, add the strawberry puree, the sugar, and I'm also going to add some lemon zest. This is really going to bring out the wonderful strawberry flavor. You're going to cook this over low-medium heat for about 15-20 minutes. Now let's do another science lesson here, okay? By doing it this way, you're going to concentrate the strawberry flavor, and because the sugar is added now at this stage, you won't have to add extra sugar later to your cream. Most of the water content will eventually evaporate as you cook this down. The pulp will be strained later on, and what you'll end up with is just sugar and just pure strawberry flavor. Now, just like my other soft serves, you cannot cut down the sugar quantity of this recipe, and I'm sure people will ask this, can you use store-bought jam? Unfortunately, no. Store-bought jams have different sugar amounts, and you may not get the same result. This is exactly the amount of sugar you need to make strawberry soft serve. You want to stir constantly. Careful it does not burn. This will reduce down, darken in color, and thicken. You'll know it's ready because it will coat the back of your spatula. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new, subscribe. You're going to strain this over a heat-proof, safe bowl. We don't want the pulp, and this needs to cool completely before you use it. Okay, so fast forward to the ice cream container of your choice. Add the cold heavy cream and your cold jam. This will be very thick and sticky, just like caramel. If you find it's hard to work with, what you can do is take it out of the fridge half an hour before you use it. As long as your heavy cream is cold, everything will whip up nicely. Make sure you add all of the jam, otherwise you're not going to have enough sugar content, okay? So with the help of another spoon, add it all. Do not be tempted to lick the spoon. You can add some food coloring. It's optional. It's just to brighten up the color. And you're going to whip this up. We're looking for soft peaks. Scrape down the sides, smooth out the ice cream, add a layer of parchment paper, pressing it directly onto the ice cream. Cover this with the lid, and you're going to freeze it. Okay, so moving on, we're going to make the matcha and sour candy soft serve. Both are super simple and very similar to my vanilla soft serve, but with a few more ingredients. Okay, so to your saucepan, over low heat, add the cream and sugar. Again, you cannot cut the sugar quantity in this recipe. Give everything a good stir until the sugar dissolves completely. Now, do not boil this mixture. As soon as the sugar dissolves, turn off your stove and stir in the vanilla extract. I'm going to pour this back into my measuring cup and divide this evenly because I'm making both ice creams. However, if you decide to make just one flavor, obviously you would skip this step, and all recipes can be found in the description box. So to make the matcha soft serve, we'll be adding some matcha powder. I used half a tablespoon, and I find this to be the perfect amount for me, but if you want a stronger matcha flavor, you can certainly go up to 1 tablespoon. I like to mix a few tablespoons of cream with the matcha powder, allowing it to dissolve and forming a paste. And then I mix everything together. You're going to put this in the fridge to cool completely. Okay, so moving on to the candy soft serve, you'll need some citric acid. You can find this at your local pharmacy on Amazon. It's 100% safe to eat, and all it is, it's the molecule that gives lemons that tanginess. Now, please be careful with this. Do not go crazy adding, weird amounts unless you want to play on somebody a really mean prank, okay? The amount I'm giving you is the perfect amount to be able to enjoy this ice cream. It will taste kind of like a tangy vanilla yogurt meets mild sour candy. It is so amazing, guys. So technically, there's no candy in this. Well, that's debatable actually because of the amount of sugar in this, okay? But the flavor is going to be reminiscent of that, okay? Mix that in very well, and you're going to refrigerate this as well. Once it has chilled, go ahead and divide it in 6 or 7 different containers. I like to use disposable paper ice cream cups for this. It makes this so much easier. And add the food coloring to each cup, creating the colors of the rainbow, of the sour rainbow, and whip these up. Add a disc of parchment paper to each cup, pressing it directly onto the ice cream. Cover these, and you're going to pop these in the freezer. You're going to do the same exact thing to the matcha ice cream. So once it has chilled and it's very cold, whip it up, and again, add the parchment paper, cover, and put in the freezer. So fast forward 24 hours later, I need to show you guys how creamy this ice cream is. Even if it was sitting in the freezer overnight, it does not harden like normal ice cream. It will remain soft, just like soft serve ice cream. So what you can do at this point is just put it in a piping bag and put the piping bag back in the freezer. And whenever you want to assemble your cone, let's say a week from now, 2 weeks from now, just take the piping bag out of the freezer as is and make your soft serve cone. You won't have to wait for the ice cream to soften up. Now, regarding the rainbow ice cream, I found the easiest and just, fastest way to make the swirl is to just add some dollops of each color onto some plastic wrap. Wrap that up, cut an opening in the wrap, and put it into a piping bag fitted with a star tip, and the colors will swirl together as you continue to pipe your cones. Here, I was just testing out the rainbow, onto a plate. And as you can see, the more you continue to pipe this, the more the colors will blend together. This ice cream is so fabulous and creamy. All 3 flavors are so delicious, and each flavor really pops. Let me know which one was your favorite and which one you're going to make. I could not pick just one.
Yeah!